I am muted, so let's try that again. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday. As always, I am honored and excited to help you all get started. So this is our Getting Started training. So if you are brand new, welcome. And if you've been here for a minute and you're tuning back in, well, good job, because I'm going to say that this is something that all of us can use as a refresher. So just a quick background about me, so you kind of know who you're here with. I've been in this beautiful industry for about 15 years now, and it has blessed every single aspect of my life. And I love the nitty gritty. So I'm kind of a analytical, detailed kind of gal. And so that's what we're going to learn about today. We're going to go into some of the details of helping you get started. And with that, I'm going to add this little disclaimer. I am going to assume that every single person on here has a couple of things done. So first of all, I'm going to assume that your Facebook is in professional mode. And if you're saying, I don't know how to do that, or I don't know anything about professional mode, or if you've got questions, well, I'm going to ask you to text me when this is over and we'll help you get set up. But I'm going to assume that you are in professional mode. And then second, I am going to assume that each and every one of you have boards installed on your phone and you are competent. You don't have to be excellent, but you're competent in how to use it. So you know how to share the posts from boards onto Facebook. You know how to share the scripts onto Facebook. And if you're using an iPhone, you understand that you go straight to Facebook to use it. You go straight to Messenger to use it. You go straight to your text. You don't ever have to open the Boards app. If you have an Android, you understand that you do have to do it kind of a two-step process. Go to your Android, open up the Boards app, copy the text, and then share the picture from there using that little, I don't know, sideways V. I don't know exactly what it's called, but the share button on the Android phone. Okay. So if you have any questions on that, you're like, ooh, I don't have the star board on Slender or on boards. I don't have the Slenderized board, or I don't know how to use it, or I'm not in professional mode. That's okay. We got you. We'll just need to do an additional training, kind of more one-on-one. So I'm going to share my number at the end of this. So just stay for that and we can get you up to speed. So with that, we're going to move into our Getting Started training. Oh, I got quite a few people in my waiting room. Sorry about that. But we're going to move into the main portion of our training. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And give me just a second here. All right, we're getting there. All right, perfect. So this is our Getting Started training. And I love doing this because it's a way that I get to kind of meet a lot of different people. So I get to see the new faces. I get to see the people that are just getting started with PartnerCo. And I get to help you have hopefully the most success that you're looking for with this beautiful company. And so thank you so much for being on here. Greatly appreciate the time with all of you. So this was what I was talking about here with that moving your Facebook into the professional mode. You're going to do that on your main page and you would turn yours on down there. So just a quick image and take a screenshot of this. If you have not done that just yet, you can grab that right here. And then if you're ever looking for our specific board, like I don't have your board, Andrea, I don't have a star, I don't have the scripts, I don't have any of that. Well, we can always share it, and we share it through something that looks just like this, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. So we're gonna start with some resources, and I'm gonna say these are the tools that each and every one of us need to have in our tool belt in order to maximize our success with PartnerCo. So what I would recommend is taking a picture of this screen right here. It's not perfect, it's kind of formatted a little wonky, but it'll still work. If you take a screenshot, your phone will magically turn those links back into links. So you'll be able to click on the photo and use those as links. But I'm going to walk you through what each and every one of them is. And then I'm going to talk to you about the second line, which are some things that we would love for you to tune into. But that is our goal here together. So what are our resources? Well, you've already heard me mention it quite a few times. First one is boards. Boards is the backbone of our system of growth, and it's what allows us to have all of the information that we need at our fingertips. So all of the posts on Facebook, All of our responses are all built in to boards. Next is Telegram, and we use Telegram for in two ways. First of all, you might have found out about this call on Telegram. So we announce all of our team calls. We announce sales. We announce, the tickets we're running out for PXP, or there's people looking for a room, or all of the things we're going to let you know about on Telegram. And so that's one reason you want to be in there. Second, we also have a boosting group on Telegram. So what does that mean? Why do we need boost? What is that for? Well, it's a way that we can get more attention on our Skinny Drop posts that we're putting out on social media. And so you'll want access to both of those things on Telegram. So first you got to install it. You would join our Partner Code communication channel, and then you would join the boosting group. How do you find it? Well, both of those things can be found on boards. So next is Circle of Health. So the next two are going to be Facebook groups that I would love for you to plug into. Circle of Health is our customer group. So this is where you are going to obviously want to be yourself to learn more about the drops and how to use them effectively, but you want to use it for your droppers. So all of your customers, the moment I hand somebody a box of drops, I'm going to invite them into Circle of Health, because that is going to be their community. That's going to be their cheat code so they can get the absolute best results from these products that they possibly can. And so I would just add a little bit of information about it. This is purely a product group. So we don't ask about business in there. We don't talk about brand partners. We don't talk about making money. Like, that is not what Circle of Health is for. Circle of Health is purely for our droppers to learn more about how to have success with the drops. So with that, I would say, please be kind in there. Realize that this is a group of not only your customers, but everybody else's customers. So we all know that there's a way we can ask a question. There's a way we can answer a question that is respectful, that is honoring that person, that is putting ourselves forward in the best possible way. And we want to make sure that we're doing that in there. There are a lot of people, like over 30,000 people in that group. And so we want to be a light in there and make sure that our prospects are having the absolute best experience in Circle of Health. Now, the next group is Partner Conation. And that is our business group. That's where we put our brand partners. And that's where we want to make sure that every time somebody joins you in the business, we want to make sure that we are adding them to Partner Conation. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you one of the main reasons is so that we can love on them. And I know that sounds a little crazy, but we don't get loved on enough out in the real world. And we want to make sure that we are loving on people as much as we can right here in Partner Conation. And one of the ways that we do that is we celebrate you in that group. So as your brand partners join you, please make sure you add them. And then when they are having success, maybe they lost a little bit of weight. Well, you could celebrate both in Circle of Health and Partner Conation. But if they've reached Gold and Ultimate, we want to celebrate you. We want you to celebrate your new people. As you rank advance, we're going to celebrate you. And nothing makes me more sad than when I go to post your flyer and I'm like, congratulations, Mary, you achieved. And I go to celebrate you and I go to tag you and I can't because you're not in that group. So please make sure you're adding your team to Partner Conation so that we can celebrate you and them. We'll also let you know what's going on in the community when we have a Super Saturday, when we have drop talks, when we've got somebody, special going to be on the IPA call or anything like that. We're going to let you know in Partner Conation. So it's just going to help you stay in the loop. And then the last resource that I would love to have installed on your phone is the Partner Co Share app. And you can use that app for a variety of different things. It's a great way for you to get trained. So there's training built in there. The company is going to let you know when they do a company call. They're going to alert you through the Share app. It's also going to let you know details about some of our subscription products. So obviously, we lead with the drops. And the only product I talk to anyone about until they are in the business and they're setting up their subscription is the drops. I only talk about the drops. I only share about the drops until it's time to set up that subscription. And then they might want to know about some of our other products. And so they can find out about those products. You can find out about those subscription products in the Share app. All of that is going to be in there. Your Zoom backgrounds are going to be in there. A lot of great information in the Share app. So that is kind of the tools that you want installed on your phone, the resources, the tools in your tool belt that you have set up and ready and waiting for you. Now, this next line are the different trainings or Zooms that I would love for you to plug into. And I will say, obviously, we are a volunteer army. None of this is mandatory. So if you say, I don't want to get up at 9 a.m., well, good, sleep in. Like I'm all for it. Get your beauty rest. That's great. I don't want to be on Wednesday night. I'm at church. That's okay. We're not forcing you, but we are inviting you to let you know about the tools that we have available for you to help you with success. So the first is the Coach's Corner. And that is something that myself and Coach Brent Palmer do Monday through Friday, where we pick a word of the day and we do a little bit of mindset training. So it's all about starting your day with a little bit of positivity so that you get your mindset right. You start your day with a little bit of self-development, and then you can move on to, have the rest of the day and hopefully in a little bit better headspace, having a little bit of joy. And that is the main goal for Coach's Corner. Okay. Next is the IPA Zoom. And this is an incredibly powerful Zoom that, again, is Monday through Friday, starts at 9:15, runs until about 10 o'clock. And all it is anybody in Partner Co Nation, so any of us that it has a win, they're going to go on there and share it. And so when Masaba shares that he found a way to move the drops in a certain way, maybe he made a post or he did something a little bit different than we haven't done before. He's going to get on there and say, oh my gosh, guys, I sold 5 boxes of drops yesterday and here's how. And it's not him bragging, right? Like we want to cheer him on and he can brag all he wants, but that's not the point, obviously, of the IPA. It's so we can learn, so we can copy what he did. So maybe you made a 4th of July post that went viral. You could tell us all about it so that we can go benefit. Maybe you're doing something for back to school or whatever it may be. And we will absolutely learn from what's happening and how people are winning. So go ahead and make sure that you're jumping in there. That is a phenomenal, phenomenal resource for all of us. Next is Wednesday Wisdom. And that's every Wednesday night. And we're actually kicking off a brand new series tonight, myself and Coach Palmer, where it is going to be a health and hustle challenge, where we are going to be bringing all of the tools that each of us need to take our health to the next level and then to take our business to the next level throughout at least the month of August. And we're going to see from there. We might go all the way through PXP. Shoot, if it goes well, we might go all the way through the end of the year, but it's all about taking your business to the next level on all aspects of it. So those are kind of the resources that we need on the back end. And then our next goal is our social launch. Now, why? Why do we do a social launch? Well, this is opening your business to the public, and it's what is going to allow you to achieve gold and ultimate with Partner Co. What does that mean? That means we are maximizing your pay. So in the first 4 weeks that you are part of this company, our goal is to grow your personal volume. You activate with 200 PV, and then our goal is to grow it all the way to 1500 PV. And we do that through moving these boxes on social media. And what does that do for you? Well, it's going to allow you to earn a full 30% for life. So this sets your pay for the life of your business forever. Okay, so it's going to allow you to maximize that at 30%. And then it's also going to allow you to earn match pay on the maximum depth in your organization. Now, those are things that allow you to truly earn an incredible income with Partner Co. So this is very important, and we want to help you do that in your first 4 Fridays. How? We do it through this social launch. What does that look like? It looks like posting twice a day. Facebook says the majority of eyeballs are on social media at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. I'm going to add in that whenever you can do your social media sandwich, and that's a term I'm getting from Kimberly Brecka I think she gave somebody else the credit, but I don't know who. So I'm going to give it to Kimberly. But what is a social media sandwich? That means that you're going to take 10 to 15 minutes before your post to go love on other people that are not in PartnerCo. So you're going to go comment on people's pictures of their cats and their breakfast, and you're going to wish them happy birthday and happy anniversary. You're going to go spread the love for 15 minutes before you make your post. And then you're going to set up your post. And then for the sandwich part, the other piece of bread, we're going to go comment on every single person that comments on our post. So this is, I'll give you my schedule on what I do. So on Sunday nights, I schedule my posts for the week. That's why you want to be in professional mode. That allows me to be consistent and not miss a day. I know that I'm going to be on social media around 8 and at 4. So that's the times that I schedule. So I know at 8 and 4, I need to be doing my social media sandwich. So at 7:45, I go love on people. I'm going to send my happy birthdays. I'm going to message people. I'm going to go be social. I'm going to be active in any groups that I'm in. Like, I'm going to go do the things that I need to do on social media that's going to allow my post to get the most engagement. Then I have my post goes up at 8. And then I immediately, after my post is up, I'm going to go grab it and I'm going to share it in the Telegram boosting group. So I'm going to click on the 3 little dots underneath my personal Facebook post that's got my skinny drop post. And it's going to say I can copy that link. I grab that link. I go open up the Telegram boosting group. I paste my link in there. And guess what? That's going to allow a bunch of people from PartnerCo to go love on my post. Now, understand this is voluntary also. So if I want people to love on me, what do I have to do? I got to go love on them. So anytime I see a PartnerCo post, I'm going to go love on it, right? Because I want to make sure that I'm boosting as many people as possible. And that gives me good karma. So people will be willing to go love on mine. But I put it in that boosting group. And then for the 10 minutes after I post, I go comment and like and love all the people that are responding in my comment thread. I'm going to go respond in Messenger for any people that are prospects, but I'm going to go comment on the people right then and there on my post. Now, am I going to use the scripts right there? No. If somebody says, what are these drops? I'm going to put a heart on their comment. I'm going to respond, oh my gosh, Mary, I've got you. I'll send you the info. And then I'm going to go use the scripts in Messenger. Okay, so that's what I do twice a day. That's kind of the social media portion of what we're doing. And then the next part is the scripts. They are all built in, just like the posts are. They're all built in boards. So I don't have to think about when somebody asks me, what are the drops? I've got a script. How much are they? I've got a script. How long do they last? I've got a script. Will these work with my prescription? I've got a script. How long until I see results? I've got a script. It's all built in there. Really, any question they're going to ask, it's all built in on boards. So what I would recommend is go read those scripts. Go get familiar with them because they are everything that you need in order to grow your business and thrive right there. Now, the minute I sell a box of drops, I'm going to make sure that I add my customers to Circle of Health. Why? I want them to have community. I want them to have the expert advice. I'm not an expert. I want to make sure I tie them in with Dr. Crystal so that they have her expert advice. We want to tag them at Dr. Crystal's Let's Get Started video that's in the pinned featured posts in Circle of Health. That allows your customers to be part of our community, but it also allows them to get their questions answered because you may not know all of the different answers. That's going to allow them to get the answers right then and there. Next, I'm going to follow up with my customers weekly. I'm going to check on them. I'm going to give them a little bit of love. And what that's going to look like is right here is our customer flow. So the minute they get their box, I'm going to send them the Getting Started script that invites them to Circle of Health. That's going to allow them to see, hey, go read the booklet, right? But we know people don't always read instructions. So it's going to give them the most basic instructions available, right? Like clear drop twice a day, brown drop, or sorry, 3 times a day, brown drop twice a day, or red drop, whatever you want to call it. It's all built in there, okay? So you can add in there. Then week 1, I'm going to set a reminder in my phone, okay? So the minute I hand you your drop, you're going to get, my dogs are excited for some reason, but you're going to get that first message. Then I'm going to set a reminder to love on you in that week, of that customer in 1 week. And what does that first week look like? Really, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to solve any problems. So I'm going to ask them, hey, how are those drops working for you? And I'm going to be super neutral. And I'm going to let them say, hey, they're working great. Or they might say, you know what, I keep forgetting to take them, or I was inconsistent, or I'm having a hard time getting enough water, whatever. I want them to feel comfortable telling me what's going on, so I can solve that problem, so I can make sure that they are getting the results throughout the week. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with week 1. I'm going to solve any problems they might have. I'm not going to ask for problems. I'm going to remind them to take pictures. I'm going to send them some tips, but that's really my main goal for week 1. Now, week 2, again, I'm going to set another reminder on my phone once I got a hold of them on week 1. Week 2, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to ask them for their wins. And I like to do this via phone call. And I am setting the tone for that call by, I'm going to call them up and I'm going to say, okay, Ida, tell me the good news. What are the benefits you're seeing from these drops? And I'm going to let her tell me the good news. If I say, what do you think? If I say, kind of a more neutral question like I did week 1, well, they're going to probably give me a neutral answer. But if I set them up for the win, then I'm more likely to get the win from them so that I can celebrate them. So that's what we're going to do on week 2. So with that celebration, what does that look like? Ida tells me, well, I've got more energy and I'm sleeping through the night, which is crazy. I haven't done that in 15 years. But the biggest thing is I lost 7 pounds. I am then going to be Ida's cheerleader. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Great work. I am so excited for you. Hold on a second. And then I am going to go bring my running mate, my 2x2, on that call with me. Now, did you hear me tell Ida that's what I'm about to do? No, I'm not telling her. I'm just bringing in my 2x2. And I'm going to say, Ida, oh my goodness, this is Alan. I just had to bring him on here. I love Alan. He is a sweetheart, but the best thing about him is truly he's the one that told me about these drops. And I knew he'd be so excited for you. I needed him to hear your win. Guess what, Alan? Ida not only has more energy, she slept all night for the first time in 15 years, and she's lost 7 pounds. And Alan is then going to brag on Ida. Congratulations, Ida. I am so excited for you. Doesn't it feel great to feel great? Oh my goodness. And can you believe it? It's only been 2 weeks. Like, that's incredible. And we all know that consistency is key. You're going to want another box of drops before too long. So make sure that Andrea gives you all of the options. You can get another box from her. You could actually save a little bit of money, or you could save and earn. Make sure that she tells you about all the options. And I'm going to say, thank you so much, Alan. So appreciate you. And he's going to jump off the phone. And I am then going to say, oh, Ida, I can't wait to share this with you. And I'm going to go share the slide deck from Boards under customer conversion. I'm going to text her that link. Now, what if I'm brand new and I don't know what to do with that slide deck, right? I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, then I'm going to say to Alan, you know what? Would you mind walking her through it? I'm going to text it over, but could you stay on and just walk us both through it? And then absolutely your 2x2 will walk through the slide deck with your customer. You're going to have to text it to them because you've got their number, right? But we will walk through it together. And it's super fast. It's going to take us about 4 minutes. And we're going to give them their options. 1, they get another box of drops from us for $150. What they don't realize is that with that, we're saving them $50 and we're making $50. So with that, we're splitting it right down the middle. Everybody wins. But for the $29.95 one-time fee, they could actually save a full 30%, and they could save a little bit more on that box of drops and have it shipped directly to their home. Or with the 3, we can show them how not only they can save, but they could earn, and which option is best for them. And they're going to tell us, hey, I want to save and I want to earn. Show me how, and we'll walk them through it. So that's going to be week 2. But let's say on week 2 that we celebrated them, but they didn't make a decision. Well, week 3, I'm going to send them the 1, 2, 3 reorder text. You're almost out of drops. Can't wait for you to continue with your results. Are you a 1? You want to get another box? Are you 2, you want to save a little bit of money, or 3, you want to save and earn? And when they tell us 2 or 3, well, we're going to walk them through that slide deck again, right? We're just going to walk through it. We're going to repeat the process. Or maybe we didn't get to do it on week 2, well, we're going to do it on week 3. Now, let's say we got to week 4 and they did not choose to continue. They lost all their weight. They feel fantastic. We're going to say fantastic. Stay in Circle of Health. We want to keep you in there because we need those instant success stories. We want everybody to learn from you. Let's say they hated us. They're like, I never want to eat another piece of fresh food again. I only like food that comes in a package. I don't want to feel good. I slept all night and I didn't like that because I like my 2 hours up in the middle of the night. I miss my night sweats. I don't know, right? Like they hated everything about us. Okay, fine. We're going to love on them and we're going to say, that's okay. We still are so grateful that you joined us. Stay in Circle of Health. Stay in part of our community. You might learn something that you enjoy in the future, and we just want you to be a part of us. And we're just going to leave them with the best possible taste in their mouth for what we have to offer. And so that's really our customer flow. That is the most important thing that we're going to do for the first, 4 weeks of your business. And we're going to really repeat this, but our goal is to do this with as much consistency as possible in those 4 weeks so that we can get you to Golden Ultimate, which is our first goal. So with that, I'm going to stop my share and I'm going to stop